The speaking of badasses, before we let you go, we also talk about Becky real quick.
Yeah.
The trailer for Becky dropped. I would describe it as Home Alone meets American History X.
It's funny you said that because we were making Home Alone jokes about it. Like, but that's probably the best one I've heard. So you win. I'm stealing that. That's good.
Wow, look at you, Johnny.
That's good.
Where did you talk to Kevin a lot on set? That was said, like, I think in the opening shot of the trailer, you see the back of Kevin's head, which is a swastika. And I've never seen anything like that from Kevin James. Did he like mention what made him decide to go in a role like that?
Well, I never said, hey, why do you want to play a Nazi? I never asked him why, but
the scary one to play.
Yeah, I don't know what his decision process was, but
What if you asked him? He just said my politics.
Yeah, if he was just like, they've had some good ideas, I'd be like, whoa.
Finish the job.
Oh my. Or he was like, this is the lost episode of King and Queens that I always wanted to make. And so it was funny. Like, he's in full swastika, like full outfit, really intimidating looking. And he got the Netflix role as like that NASCAR crew chief thing. Yeah. And I was like, hey, Nazi, congratulations. And but I think he took it because those filmmakers, there's a really good movie called Bushwick starring Dave Bautista and Brittany Snow, and it's so great. It's really worth it to watch on Netflix. It's bonkers violent, and Dave Bautista is freaking terrifying. And I read this script and I was like, oh, the script's really good. And if they do it their way, it's going to be nuts. Because the scenes where the dogs are attacking people are pretty wonderfully crazy.
Dude, the whole thing seems crazy. Even from right away, obviously the swastika, and then just him describing the dogs to you and your wife. And it's like, oh boy, this is a lot here.
Yeah.
It almost reminded me of one of my favorite movies in the last 10 years, I think, Green Room.
Green Room was one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's an unbelievable movie, and it kind of felt like had the same vibe to it. So I'm very excited for Becky.
Yeah, I those guys, and the posters are great. Those guys really know what they're doing. And my character, well, you'll see what happens. But it was going to be at the Tribeca Film Festival. And obviously I guess it happened virtually, but I was really looking forward to seeing it in a big screen with a bunch of people watching Lulu Wilson running around, gouging people's eyes out. And
there was another, like, we don't want to hurt you. And it's like, no, but I want to hurt you. I was like, hell yeah, Becky.
Yeah. I think it was so brutal. I think at one point they had to reshoot some scenes that were like to make her look less sort of like insane, but I was like, make it more insane. Right, but they know what they were doing, so I not going to tell them, something else. But I was just very excited to be. Yeah, I sound like such. I was like, I'm very excited to be working with them. But when you see what happens, you'll be.
I thought for a second in the trailer you were about to go Bourne Ultimatum or something, because in the trailer they think they try and come in and then you move, like, do like a hand move into their chest. And then the next cut, you're getting up off the the
Yeah, it was bad. Well, the guy, because they're supposed to have this huge guy, and I'm like taller and broader than Kevin James. So they hired this guy. He was in Gladiator, and he makes me look like a child. He's from
honestly, all you had to say was Gladiator. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think he was also in Night in the Museum, but he just fucking huge. And and then his voice, yeah. So I was like, oh, you found the perfect guy to make me look tiny. And it was good. But there was another